Greetings, welcome to another day of Autoforge development. So we were working on crafting and getting that to a good place so we can move on. And we did. And then I realized that I had finished everything I had planned to do for the sprint, but I still had a few days left. So I started working on some miscellaneous things. We actually ended up finishing our update lib branch that was started back in December. And that's just updating all of the libraries that we were using because many of them were like a year old because we kind of just ported things over from Project Dig, my previous game engine. So pulled that in, and then we found out lots of stuff was broken, and I had to figure out what was going on. My Git branch, just the entire repository, local repository, was jacked, and eventually found out it was because symlinks were not turned on, and with the new update libs branch being merged into master, that had some symlinks in it, and just chaos was everywhere. I ended up having to completely kill my current local repo, make a new one, and try to migrate the changes that I had been working on over into it, so that way I could get any work done. And then I found that there's a lot of issues with this update libs, including some fun things. I think they're all in here. Yeah, it was just, I don't know if I can easily look at this diff, but there's this stuff like, I would say the biggest one is that our UI, and I can find that here, I promise, in element group. This was broken because the rendering order was off, and so our UI wouldn't render icons above like the background for our inventory, and so I had to come up with a new way to render our UI. And so I have this like layering system now where it detects if one element is above another element within a group, and if it is, then it will like push that higher up, so that way it's actually properly displayed above the item that's below it, that's defined before it. And so yes, lots of fun times were had, as I'm sure you can imagine. And there's a few other issues with Soul, which is the library we use for the Lua bindings. And yeah, I'll actually go over all of the various issues that we had kind of pop up from that. And now that I'm done with that, started working on doing a few other miscellaneous things that I had kind of, ran into over the last week, and just kind of been adding on to my miscellaneous tasks. That includes things like, exposing our constructors as private to TypeScript, so that way we don't accidentally try to create an instance of some user type that we really shouldn't be. That's only if we, specify no constructor. And also migrated from LuaJIT over to MoonJIT, and that's like not quite done, but very close. And yeah, just been kind of working on things like that. So we'll just keep moving forward, doing a few miscellaneous things, and then at the start of the next sprint, I'll be like jumping into more gameplay stuff. So yeah, that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.